Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hello, hello, and hello. Let me go ahead and welcome everybody at one time. Just bear with me a quick second to get my Instagram cousins over here on the line. And I'm going to say hello to everybody, okay? All right. What's going on, cousins? It is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, and I came by to disrupt, okay? I want to welcome everybody real quick that is here for the first time watching. I want to welcome back those that always spin the block and come and sit in the chat with your girl, okay? I'm going to ask you in the beginning and probably another time throughout the stream to help me share this video, okay? Not for me, but for we, the people, us, the United States of American citizens, there is a lot of things happening. And I don't want to focus too much on what's happening because I'm not here to push a message of fear, of panic, of intrepidation. I'm not here for that. But what I am here for is to warn you, okay, and to offer solutions that will actually help us or benefit us, okay? So if you're not up to speed, I'll just bring us up to speed, maybe 5-10 minutes to just catch us up, okay? Not only do we, I'm not going to say did we, because we still have it. Do we have a civil war? That is war on our own soil. Amongst, different nationalities, nations, against, different, male, female, gender. You have political wars happening right now. You have literal politics and politicians going to people's doors and unaliving them. You have mothers and fathers unaliving themselves, boyfriends and girlfriends unaliving themselves, even all the way up to the top chief, in charge, Mr. Donald Trump. Him and Elon Musk and him and Tucker Carlson and even in the church. You have the leaders, online, social media. You got political wars, spiritual wars, economic wars, international wars. That's the main one I'm going to be touching on, but I'm just letting all of us know, okay? We have inflation war, a money war, because everything that went up except our money. And the money is what's going to be needed to help us prepare for what is to come, okay? Last live I did. Please share this real quick. I want to read off these cities again, okay? There are 32. I said 31. There are 32 cities that are on high alert, okay? I need everybody in the chat that you can think about right now. They may be in these cities. Somebody that you love, somebody that you connected to may be in these cities, and all of us need to be aware at bare minimum. However we choose to take the information, however we choose to move with the wisdom or the knowledge that has been given to us, is up to us. But get everybody that you can on whatever platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, however you got to share it, okay? I'm going to start here first. So we opened up talking about all of the wars that are happening right now, okay? Bigger than Iran and Israel. We have wars going on between nationalities. Mexicans against blacks, blacks against whites, blacks against blacks. We have a national war going on right now, right here on our own soil. Civil war. It's homegrown. And then we have a technology war going on because it's replacing a lot of people's jobs. So many people have lost their jobs, their ways of producing income. They are lost in the sauce. People are flipping the switch out here. Real talk. Unaliving their loved ones. I mean, it's just something just snaps in these people, okay? Probably the pressures of life. And then you have political wars, okay? You have the left versus the right. You have the blues versus the reds, the gangsters. That's what I call them. Them the real gangbangers. They be sitting up there fighting and funking with each other, okay? You have that. And then you have, the top official wars. This person don't like this person, and this person exposed this person for leaking messages. And then you have the upper echelon, the chief wars, okay? Billionaires fighting each other. Trump at Elon Musk at Trump. It is just crazy. You have the spiritual wars. Leaders is literally up on this social media streets fighting each other about, you call me this and what's my name, and it's crazy. But the international war, we've been having an international war with Ukraine. And we have been behind the scene involved in this behind the scene, support for Ukraine. We have not been on the front lines. Now we are at war with Iran, okay? Israel and Iran was going at it first. We were showing support behind the scenes, providing the, weaponry to defend themselves. Now, baby, it's boots on the ground. Y'all notice y'all ain't seen or heard Donald Trump today. He has taken a photo and a travel lid. You ain't gonna see him. You ain't gonna know his whereabouts. He ain't gonna give no speech. He didn't do no press briefing. Bro left the G7 meeting emergently yesterday to go to the Situation Room. And I'm just bringing y'all up to speed. And the people who he got smoked with, the Iranians, they've been trying to get a peace deal, a ceasefire. And, there's pride and a show of force involved here, because it's like, well, I don't want just a ceasefire. That means it can crack back up again. I want a peace deal. It's done. It's over with. And this side is saying, And this side is saying, no, well, can't be no peace because they didn't kill too many of our people. It is a mess, okay? Nevertheless, I said all that to say it's always the innocent civilians, you and I, we the people, that end up casualties when they start these wars. They own the media so they can put out there and have people turn against their own flesh and blood over the media, over people they have never met, don't know their real name in real life, don't know what they look like, nothing. I mean, they loyal to total strangers that they don't know. It's really, really weird. It's really weird. But they say, no, I follow him and I agree with him. And now the family is divided, okay? Over the last 4 years, we have let in some people who have taken advantage of the condition of our country. The people that was running the country took advantage of that, came on over here and did not have good intentions. They were sent over here strategically. They were sent over here on purpose. And the reason why they were sent over here was to do some damage and some destruction to the United States of America. Because the number one goal is to take out the superpower. It's been happening for years. 9/11 was not nothing compared to what they want to do to this country. As much as you may love or hate this country, it is the free country in the whole entire world, and it is enemy number one. Militarily wise, economically wise, people die to come here, literally. People risk their life, they drown, they get, raped, they get beaten, they get taken advantage of to get here, to this country that we gripe about. But I'm going to tell y'all something right now. What is coming, we is not prepared for. I know that for a fact. I grieve in my spirit all the time because I know we're not prepared. We are not prepared. We too focus on everything that is sent to distract us instead of focusing on what's really happening right now, okay? What's really happening right now is that we have terrorists in our country who has been sent here on an assignment to destroy. It's called the ethnic cleansing. People that don't believe in what they believe in. People that don't worship who they worship. And the best way to ever cripple a country is not to come in and with all guns blazing and then just wipe out all the men and the women. But it is to hurt them economically. And economically, we have been hurt, especially over these last 4 years. Literally, all of our money has gone out to other outside people. From Ukraine, okay, we had Ukraine we was funding. For what? They don't even know what they're fighting for, okay? Over dirt that does not belong to either one of them. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. This land don't belong to nobody. We just stewards over it. So we funded all of that. After we just got through funding and leaving military equipment, oh my gosh, y'all. We left all of that in Afghanistan. We left all of that equipment, all of this high-tech powered equipment over in Afghanistan. Just mission aborted. Leave that stuff there. Helicopters. We could have people come into our door and say, hey, this is the military. This is the National Guard or the Army. They got our clothing. Hey, we need you guys to come to a safe place. I mean, they have everything. Our night goggle visions, everything. Our weaponry. You left that over there and you don't think for a second they didn't sell that and put that into the hands of the people who do not like us, and then you open up our daggone borders and let these people come in here. I showed y'all. I just showed y'all. The 3 Chinese nationals that smuggled something over here that will poison us all. And they own the farmland. They own the majority of the farmland by military bases. Go figure. All these drones flying over us, collecting data that was allowed to do so. The spy balloons that flew over our country for days, for weeks, before they were shot down. So we have some very horrible people in our country, just straight up. And they was allowed to come here. Okay? And now that they're here, they have been sent on an assignment to be deactivated until they are given the command. Ooh! let me tell y'all about a dream, okay? And I'm a woman who hearkens to my dreams, but I'm not a woman that is led by my dreams, even though dreams to me in my life have been warning signs. Whether it was somebody or a deal or a situation I didn't need to be involved in, I would dream about it. If something was coming, as an attack against me and my family, I would dream about it, okay? Even down to loved ones in my family passing away. Many of you guys don't even know that I didn't dream this, but I was told this while I was awakened in prayer, that my second child, who passed away 2 years ago, was going to die all the way to the date, not the exact date, but the month that he was going to pass away in. So I had a dream. I said that to say I had a dream, and I remember when I've never worked at Denny's restaurants. I have worked in retail, but I've never worked at a Denny's restaurant. But in this particular dream, I was working at a hotel. And I woke up late, apparently. There was a big, large clock. And it was like 11:45 in the nighttime. It was getting ready to be 12 o'clock. So I remember looking at the clock and was like, oh my God, I got to be at work by 12 o'clock. So I hurry up, put my clothes on, all of this. All of a sudden, I was just like, I need me something to eat from Denny's. And even though I was getting ready to be late, and I knew I was getting ready to be late, and I was panicking about being late, I was fixated on going by Denny's to get me something to eat. And so I detoured. I went by Denny's. I placed my order. I said, it ain't going to take nothing but 10 minutes. I'll be there right on time. Literally, I have to have something to eat because I was working an overnight shift, is what I discerned in this dream. And so I waited there, and it seemed like it had been hours that I had waited on the food. I was sitting in a car, and I was like, dang, it don't take this long to make the food. And I remember looking at the big clock that was in the city, like a Paris like type of clock, where they have that big clock, downtown in the city. You can see it. And it said 11:50. And I'm like, why do it seem like I've been here for a long time, but it's only been a short time span, 5 minutes? It seemed like time was standing still because I needed to get to the hotel for whatever reason. So I decided, I said, you know what, I'm going to be late. I only got 10 minutes to get to work. So I decided to leave the food there because I know in my senses I had been there way too long. I knew that in my senses, even though the clock said I had only been there 5 minutes, which was strange. Nevertheless, I made it to the hotel. I parked my vehicle. I go into the hotel. As I'm going in, it's like a stampede is coming down the stairs and the elevators of the hotel. People are running and people are stampeding each other. And I happen to see my brother in the crowd. And when I saw my brother in the crowd, I'm like, what's up, bro? And they was just running like with terror and fear on their faces. They was like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out. I'm looking at him, as they passing me by. I'm like, what's up, bro? He was like, Donald Trump won the presidency and all hell then broke loose. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, Donald Trump then won the presidency and all hell then broke loose. And so I'm looking at the other person who I'm supposed to relieve. And I'm like, what's going on? She was like, I don't know, but we don't have enough rental cars because this hotel was renting cars as well. She said, some of these people don't have vehicles and they panicking. They want to get out of here. We got to get out of here before 12 o'clock. We got to get out of this building before 12 o'clock. And I'm like, it's finna be 12 o'clock. So then I start panicking. And so I leaned over like that and told her in her ear, girl, hold me one of them rental cars. Because for whatever reason, I didn't think that my car would get us as far as we needed to be. And I still didn't have a clue of what was going on. All I know is my brother said Donald Trump won and all hell broke loose. And so she's trying to get people and process them and trying to process them. in the order of people that got children first. And these people is freaking out. So I tell her, I said, girl, hold me a car because I'm going to need a car too. I'm going to need a rental car to get me and my family out of here. And she was like, go give me your car insurance because I got to submit that. And I'll hold the car. And so I was like, okay. So I go back outside to my car to go get a copy of the insurance so I can give it to her to get this rental car. As I'm going outside, I start seeing like movements on the side of me real fast to my left. And so I'm walking, trying to hurry up and go get the insurance because these people up in here tripping too because they need a rental car, but she's reserving one for me. So I see the movement. I make it to my car door and then I see like, they was running like this. I saw people begin to run, but they was running like softly, like they were tiptoeing, but they were in unison and they were carrying this big old round warhead missile. And I was just stuck like, oh my God. I was just stuck like, am I really seeing this? And they were like trying to sneak with it, but they were fast walking, they were running, but running light. And they had on this guard. They had this long, shirt thing that they wear. And then they had the pants on. They had the turban, but their face was covered, right? So I watched it because I was just so amazed. Like I was just stuck there watching them do this. And they go in looking like that. And it took like 10 of them to move one missile, but they were moving these missiles into our warehouses. Okay. And so as I was just stuck there looking to see what the hell was going on, one of them noticed me looking and I jumped. I was like, oh my God, they see me, they see me, they see me, they see me. So I hurry up and grab my insurance. And I was getting ready to run back in the hotel, but in my spirit, it said, get in the car. Get in your car and lay the seat all the way back. I was like, they're going to kill me. Like, get in your car and lay the seat all the way back. So I got in my car, laid the seat all the way back, and I can see the guy coming because I'm watching. I'm peeking. I'm trying to see like that, right? I could see the guy coming, but the guy who spotted me that went in with this garb on came out with regular American clothes to throw off the people so he can look like he was a regular smuggler. And he's walking around the parking lot like looking, trying to see, where I went to, but he's in regular American clothes. When he didn't see me, when he couldn't find me, he go back into the building, he put back on his garments. I run into the hotel and the dream ends. Reason why I brought up the dream, and I'm going to tell y'all another one too. It's only going to take me 3 or 4 minutes to tell this one. It's because we have 32 cities in the United States on high alert because we have sleeper cells of millions. We let 12 million people into this country. 12 million people into the United States of America. 12 million. Do you know how many years it would take for us to have children and they reproduce and then they reproduce for us to get to 12 million? They let 12 million into our country. They can be your neighbors. They can be your boss, your co-workers. They can be your bus drivers, the people that fly in the airplanes. They can be anybody. And they in this country. And they only here to be put on alert for when the warning is being given. And the warning is being given to be activated. And that means a spiritual cleanse. I do not have time to go through it all because I've been going through it. I've been sharing it. Just go look at the last live and the last live before. Just go back, okay? I've shared all the headlines, what they said. I'm just bringing us up to speed of why I'm getting on here telling y'all about a list of potential sleeper cells in these 32 cities that you and your loved ones may be near, okay? But I got to give you some context why I'm saying that, so that everybody can understand. The middle schoolers can understand. The elementary children can understand. If they listening, everybody can understand. So I'll tell you about this. So in that dream, the reason why I brought up that dream is because I seen in my dream foreigners from Middle East on our soil hiding weapons. I saw that in a dream more than about 5 or 6 years ago now. Second dream. Take me 3 minutes to tell you this. It was during the time where Afghanistan, those people were flying, trying to run on those planes and falling off the planes. It was during the Afghanistan withdrawal. And some of those soldiers got, unalived over there. It was during that time. I had this dream. And we had opened up our country to people, fleeing terrorism all over the place, all bunch of Middle Eastern people. And I had a dream that we had allowed a lot of them to come into our country. And for whatever reason, I was at the White House on this particular day, assisting the president, helping gather these people in because they needed refuge, right? So we're kind of like guides. And I remember I ain't never been to Washington, D.C., okay? Never. So I don't know what their steps look like. But in my dream, these were some big old steps that was wide. I mean, you have to take 10 steps on one step to get to the next one. They were wide like that. So we were lined up. And we were awaiting the arrival of these vans that was dropping these people off that was fleeing from persecution. And, I don't know if these are Saudi Arabians or whatever. I did go look it up back then, but I can't remember if it was Saudi Arabians, but they the women who wear the black garb, the black hijab. And then they face be covered right here. And, they have that scarf on. And sometimes they have the black wrap on as well, or a whole black garment, okay? It was a lot of them that had got out of the vans. And so we're just kind of like motioning them to come and form the line so we can take them into the White House. Out of all places, the White House. But Trump, in my dream, he was president at the time, was leading the charge at the head of the line. And we was at the end of the line. My husband was in a dream, and some other missionaries was in the dream as well. And so we had almost got everybody, up the stairs. We was helping them up the stairs if they needed water. But there was this one particular lady who had a baby on her hip that stayed at the back of the line. And so I'm just checking her out. And I never got to say, like, come on, hurry up, because we trying to get them to safety because they fleeing persecution. But as I'm watching her actions, she focused right dead on me. She had her head turned this way, and she was looking this way. And so I'm watching her to see what the heck she doing. And as soon as she turned back this way, she focused dead on me and her locked eyes. And it was like I read exactly what she was saying. And her words to me was, if you say something, I'll blow this whole entire place up. If you even open up your mouth, I'll blow this whole entire place up. And I looked back at her, and my communication, it was nonverbal, but we were communicating. And what I said to her was, expose yourself. Who are you waiting on? And she told me, I'm waiting on the black horse. And I was like, the black horse. And in my spirit, I didn't know whether to run and alert everybody that it just took all these people inside the White House. I didn't know whether to jump on her. Okay. I just stood there in a state of like trying to figure out the grave mistake we had just made. Letting them in here all in the name of shelter. They came in with an evil agenda. And this lady said she was waiting on the black horse to arrive. So I went to go, like I said, do my research and went and looked in their religion what the black horse means. Okay? And how it's supposed to be prophetic for them. And so I said all that to say this. I've been shown on multiple occasions. Those are just the two I'm led to share with y'all. God showed me way then that our country had been infiltrated, all under the guise that we were helping people, not minding our own business and trying to mind other people's business. And because of money and trade deals, we've been compromised. And my job as a watchman is to love you all enough to tell you the truth. Okay? That's the only reason. So that you be aware, so that your family is okay, so that you are okay, so that you are safe. Okay? The cities on high alert. It is 32 cities on high alert that have these people inside of these cities. And the reason why I'm bringing it to you right now is because the Iranian news have said tonight will go down in history. It will be the biggest surprise that the world will never forget for centuries. On top of the fact that Donald Trump cut his G7 meeting in Canada short yesterday, went to the Situation Room and he has a lid for travel and for photos. He can't do no press conference. Don't nobody know where he at. Can't nobody track him down. He can't take no phone calls. You understand me? We in some serious doo-doo. Something going off. His team revealed that he has taken over Iranian airspace and know where the chief person is at and don't have a problem blowing him to smithereens. Reason why I'm telling us this, if they kept it, international, then hey, I would let y'all go on about y'all day. But because they have these sleeper cells in the FBI, okay, whenever they trying to distract us with P. Diddy, and R. Kelly and all this other, something greater is happening. Something greater is happening that they hide in. And I tell y'all all the time, they can never attack us without notifying that they will be attacking us. They didn't already hack into the internet infrastructure today. They didn't already said, we've been working on nuclear weapons, mister. While y'all was over there, had Joe Biden over there sleeping, all of that stuff. We was over here planning just for this moment, in case you ever got back into position. So we fully ready. Matter of fact, you think we got one, we got 10. And I always say this. The citizens, the civilians are always the casualty, and that is messed up. That is messed up. Look how many of the young folks is gone from fentanyl. What are they families get? The young men and women that go over to war, they get, a flag and $70,000 for their family. In this day and age, $70,000 could be gone and spent in 3 or 4 months. It's nothing. Yet you ciphered all of our money out of here to foreign countries and empowered them to make weapons of mass destruction that will hurt us. We are on high alert, you guys, and we don't have to worry about the enemy without. We need to be focused on the enemy within. And these 32 cities is on the list. Number 1, Washington, D.C. We can just, it don't take no guesswork for that, okay? They would always want to target Washington, D.C. All throughout New York, that's number 2. All throughout New York. It's not a designated place like Manhattan, New York City, New York, all throughout New York. Okay? Everywhere. Be on high alert. Number 3, Santa Clara, California. one of my cousins here on YouTube, because I was like, why would Santa Clara, I'm from California, why would Santa Clara, out of all places, be on this terror high alert sleeper cell list? But it's next to Silicon Valley. It's right there. And that's where all the tech and all of that stuff, so it makes sense. So Santa Clara is number 3. San Francisco. While I'm reading off these, please share this with somebody right now, okay? It is absolutely for free. People need to know how to prepare themselves. You're going to need water. Don't have no big old family. I got 5 people in my family. That's 180 gallons of water just to last us for 3 to 6 months. We cannot walk around in no nuclear fallout. You have to go underground. We don't own no bunkers. Why do you think the rich and the famous went and bought them bunkers last year? On top of the AI shenanigans they didn't pull. Listen. Let me just get through the list, because there's some opportunities that we can actually take advantage of for whenever it pop off. I don't care if it popped off tomorrow. I'm going to work today like I got all day tomorrow, okay, to make sure that I put my family in a better position than I'm in right now. If I can just move us 1 inch closer to the needle. I did my part. I did not sit around murmuring, complaining, tucking my tail, cowering in fear. No, I'm going to build to the very end. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to always be working to make sure I leave them something so they ain't got to work for it. They ain't got to work as hard for it if they got to work for it, okay? So I'm building like the ant. The ant don't say tomorrow's my day to die. I only got 60 days, so y'all go do the work. No, they work on that day that they gonna die. Actually, when they die, they be working, okay? It be in working. Somebody didn't stepped on them accidentally. Something got a hold of them. Something didn't happen, okay? But they never stop working. So that's why that good book say, consider it the ant. You can learn a lot from the ant, parable of the ant. Number 1, Washington, D.C., Number 2, all throughout New York City, high alert, brothers and sisters. If you live in these areas, you really need to be prepared. You at least need some water, some canned foods. You at least need some form of communication other than your cell phone, okay? And if it ain't today, you need to start preparing, because this is where these sleeper cells are located. Number 3, Santa Clara, California. Number 4, San Francisco, California. Number 5, Los Angeles, California. Number 6, San Diego, California. 7, Houston, Texas. 8, Arlington, Texas. 9, Dallas, Texas. 10, Boca Raton or Boca Raton. Hopefully I'm saying that. No disrespect to you Floridians. Boca Raton, Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 11. Orlando, Florida, number 12. Tampa, Florida, number 13. Boston, Massachusetts, 14. Plainfield, Illinois is 15. Chicago, Illinois is 16. Cleveland, Ohio is 17. Laurel, Maryland is 18. Potomac, Maryland is 19. Boston, Maryland is 20. Herndon, Virginia, 21. Springfield, Virginia, 22. Raleigh, North Carolina, 23. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is 24. Charlotte, North Carolina is 25. Detroit, Michigan is 26. Columbia, Michigan is 27. Kansas City, Missouri is 28. Denver, Colorado is 29. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma is 30. Tucson, Arizona is 31. And Seattle, Washington is 32. Okay? Those are all the cities on high alert for sleeper cells in those cities. That is what the FBI knows where they are hiding, okay? And you guys can go look right now on Google Donald Trump ain't been seen. He ain't did no press conferences. He didn't even come out to address nobody in the White House today. And then you have the Iranian media relaying a message from the Iranian leader stating that tonight, I'm just reporting what they say. Tonight, we're going to get a big surprise. What if you live near but not in the city? I would still get prepared. I would still get prepared. Still get prepared. They just caught Chinese immigrants smuggling fungus that is a bioweapon. They're not fighting fair. A bioweapon is a chemical, meaning you can walk into a supermarket and they didn't release it in the air. It's a pathogen, so you can't even see it. It's inhaled, breathed in, and now you just drop dead, or you just fall violently ill. Okay, you have 2 of those that got busted for that just last week. And then you turn around and have 3 days later, a man, and they all going to the same university. They're not even citizens of the United States. They are Chinese nationals, bringing in some worms, some parasites, some worms that are also bioweapons that go down into the soil and poison our food and make us violently sick or dead. He was smelling it in and out. They just happened to bust him on this last round. The other ones was flying it in. And then you have this man call on all Muslims in America last week and tell them it's time to be activated and cleanse, do a jihad in America. And then you can clearly see, not by what I'm saying to you, but by what y'all can clearly see. Y'all can clearly see these people on TV in our country waving their flag. We could never do that. I don't care how much we believe, in wanting to do right. Let us go to Mexico. Talking about let us live here for free and take to their streets with our American flag, the UK, Egypt, Cairo, Israel, Ukraine, Russia. Let us try that. Let us try that. And see if we won't be beheaded or somewhere in prison for the rest of our lives. You can't even go to Dubai and dress a certain way in public. You can't even show affection. Get alone talking about some chanting. We have been invaded, brothers and sisters. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Who knows? They may just be big dogging, barking at each other today. But they making threats. And one thing that I do know, I learned how to pay attention after 9/11. They was telling people during 9/11, we're going to attack. We're going to hijack y'all airplanes. They told them. And the FBI and them dismissed the threat. Pride. Oh, we got this. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. And they were so strategic that they hit all of the areas that govern this country. The Twin Towers, that's where trade. Didn't I just say whenever you want to topple a nation, you hit them financially? They hit the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center. And then hit the Pentagon, where the decisions to strike, control the skies, etc. They hit that. I always felt like they were sleeper cells, but nobody would believe me. There is so many, 32 cities. 32 cities. Notice it wasn't like Wyoming or Tennessee and nobody on there. Like, this is some crazy stuff. So first things first, I admonish you to make sure you have a relationship with the Most High. If you didn't forsook one, I know there's a bunch of mess going on with people that misrepresent who God is, but don't look after them. Look to Him. You help me, you lead me, you guide me, because I need to know and be spiritually in tune if I should go to work today or not. If I should go to that store today or not. If I should drive down that highway or take that train today or not. Should I stay in the house today? Should I send my children to school today? We have to be prayed up and obedient because we don't know. And there were a lot of people celebrating, yeah, Donald Trump's got into office. And I clearly heard God say, I just gave y'all a little bit more time. Y'all asked me for a little bit more time. What you gonna do with it? This man ain't finna save America. America will be judged and America will be punished for its many abominations. You don't think that a nation that has did the abominations that America has done and has allowed and passed legislation about being in agreement with it, don't think for a second. All you got to do is look back in history at other nations who did this dumb stuff. Kingdoms that are no longer even here. You can't even go find a brick where they once existed. And this nation is proud. It's been the superpower for America has been in rulership for 250 years. Your rule is over. Sad to say. And I live here. I'm just waiting on the instructions. What we gonna do? Because it really don't matter to me. I've already settled in my mind that I'll lay my life down for what I believe. And I will not compromise. And I will tell those who want to listen along the way. Show me what I need to do. So I make sure, like, I don't be a part of this because I genuinely don't want to be a part of this, God. I don't want to be a part of a beast system. I don't want them putting nothing inside of me. I would rather lay down my life before I let somebody put something inside of me, because at the end of the day, I definitely know if you put something inside of me, that seals the deal for eternity. I'm cool. I'm just one of the ones that when I went to go have my son, died in childbirth. Most women don't know. Most women don't know that. From the fall, it says the punishment for Satan, well, you will always crawl on your belly. Okay? You will always be a serpent. And my son will bruise your head. And the punishment for you, woman, is you will go through childbearing. And hopefully you be saved during childbearing. That's why it hurt the way that it do. That's why women die in childbearing, in giving birth. It's one of the worst things you can go through. But that is our punishment, that you be saved in childbearing. Okay? So I died having my son. Straight up. I had that type of encounter. But God saved me. And I asked him if he was real to save me. And he did. And I told him, I'll tell everybody, whatever you want for me to do, I will do it for you. Whatever I got to go through, I will do it. That is the only way that I can lose 2 children and still profess God. You know how many people in my circle, in that space, that hate God, angry at God, don't want nothing to do with God, feel like God punished them, feel like God hated them. No, that is not going to be my story. God is good, and I still declare that in the earth, in the heavens, and in the very pits of hell, because I had a real encounter with a real God. This ain't about no church or no religious stuff for me. I had a real encounter with a real God and got the scars to prove it, okay? I don't have a normal stomach. Got the scars to prove it. but it would be inappropriate for me to show you my scars under my clothing in personal places, but I got the scars to prove it. I don't have a regular cesarean cut. I have a cut from my navel all the way down. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to urinate again. I had a real life encounter. So I told them I would tell everybody, and I would never, ever bow my knee to Baal. I would never allow them to just force me to do something. Me being no, I seen what happened with Hitler and them, okay? I'm good. You ain't rounding me up going nowhere. I'm good. So I prayed about what I need to do to stay out of the way. You said that you would prepare a way of escape for me, okay? You told me to pray for a way of escape for when all these things come up on the earth. So what I got to do, God, and I will do that to the T. I don't care how much it costs me. I don't care how much it hurts me. I don't care how much I got to sacrifice. I ain't going that route. So what I got to do. And he has led me to do some things that, I mean, literally, I get speechless when trying to understand the depths and the heights and the levels of which you have allowed me, out of all people, me, the girl from the hood slinging crack rock on the corner, okay? The girl with 6 kids. People said wasn't nobody ever gonna want to marry me, do nothing with me. That girl, me? You took me and showed me this because he knew that I wanted to get the information and share with everybody else, okay? So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So we got to prepare ourselves that way. If the United States and Iran come to a peace deal and they say we're going to keep our hands out of it, but we will offer support because Israel is our ally and provide the defense for them to defend themselves, we still got to pay for that. Everything is going up except our money. And then you have the audacity to want to crash the money. We don't own no gold. We don't own no silver. We don't own no land. We don't own no real estate. We only hold notes, fiat currency, which y'all then implemented a whole new system to kill the dollar. I'm telling y'all, go back and watch the videos I've been playing because I don't have time for it today. But they have been planning to kill the dollar because we in too much debt. They planned for a lot of this to happen in June because a lot of Americans don't know by August we don't have enough money to pay our bills. They thought Doge was going to come in and cut trillions of dollars. That's what Elon Musk said he was going to do. He didn't even scratch the surface. They thought they was going to get the money back that way. Then they came with, we're going to go ahead and start charging everybody back pay for the student loans. We'll get it that way. And then we'll start cutting Social Security checks to get our money back. This has all been a way, and we'll make deals with this over here, and we'll get people to invest in this and our AI and all of this stuff because we don't have enough money. Can I be real? They have a new system. And it's a system that will not allow us to be able to buy, sell, or trade. It's an economic system. You will not be able to buy, sell, or trade. Notice it and say you won't be able to live without it. Notice it and say you won't be able to see your family without it. Notice it and say you'll be in prison without it. It say you won't be able to buy. We need to buy food. We need to buy water. We need to buy and pay rent. We need to pay for fuel and vehicles and insurance. We won't be able to sell anything either. So we won't even be able to sell, to make money, to buy something, and we won't be able to trade. That's economic persecution. That's why the Most High is telling us to build our own ecosystems. He will bless what you build. Notice that he did not tell Noah how to fill the ark or any of that. His only assignment was to build it. God called who he wanted to call into that ark, and everybody and everything that he put in that ark was blessed because Noah built the ark. Hello, somebody. Are y'all catching this? God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He never wanted us a part of Pharaoh's system anyway. He never wanted his people to be controlled. He never wanted his people to be ensnared and enslaved and bound to certain programs, and that's it. No, he said, I come that you may have life and have life more abundantly. We ain't had no daggone abundant life living under oppression, but they have. They have stole all that money from us. People who and grandparents and stuff that worked their butts off to buy into the American dream and open up businesses and restaurants and retail stores and establishments, pharmacies. All them people was wiped out during COVID. And if you did not have nothing virtual, then your wealth was stolen because it went straight from brick and mortar to click and order. Shut that down over there. Shut that down. No operations, no activity. Shut it all down. And the only way you'll be able to maneuver is online. Go to Amazon. Go to DoorDash. Go to Uber Eats. Go to Grubhub. Go to Netflix. Go to YouTube. Okay? Go to TikTok. All of the people who had platforms ready for what they had set, they prospered. And now all them demons went last year and bought them underground bunkers. I wonder why. Y'all got underground cities under there. We're walking on top of cities, deep down in the ground. Only reason why you would need to go underground is because of nuclear fallout. That's it. If we get hit with a nuclear weapon, whatever part it detonates and destroys, the rest of the country will get the, what is it called? It's radiation, but they will get the fallout from the nuclear weapon being shot or launched. If that thing hit in China and our coast, our Pacific coast, and it's connected, it'll just blow over here. You cannot be above ground 6 months after radioactive, that's what it's called, radioactive material has been detonated. Look at what happened to cancer patients when they go for one treatment, and it ain't the same type of radiation, but it's radiation nevertheless. You talking about poison to death, okay? So I don't want to make this, like I said, no doom and gloom message. I just want to bring us up to speed. I don't have to know you to tell you that I love you, okay? I don't ever want you to suffer the way that me and my family has been sentenced with a life sentence of suffering behind these people in high places that play and gamble with people's lives and don't care about, anything. It's my pockets. We can care less about you. You're cattle. Take your son to school, put him on this stuff right here. This is what he got to be on because we diagnosed him, or we'll remove our children from your care because when you went to the hospital and signed the birth certificate as the registrant, you gave us legal right to our children. That's why the CPS can come in and take them, right? In case you get out of line, don't raise our kids the right way and don't do what we tell you, don't have them in school so we can make money, then we will definitely confiscate them. So yeah, we will take your children if you do not give them that, hit this, this magic stuff that will help him do better in school, and it ended up killing him, and I get no justice. So this is my justice, to come by here and educate you guys, because I was one that did not educate myself, and nobody in my family dares to care enough to educate us either. Okay? There is a war, and whether it is internationally or here on our own soil between nations, people are off the rocker. You actually seeing people get unalived on YouTube. YouTube wars, social media content creator wars, family wars. It's just mother is unalived by her son, and then the other son unalived the brother. It is Everything that was written is right before our face. That's what I'll say. But I did want to come by here and share some opportunities with y'all. I got about 30 minutes left, okay? This is what I'm doing. And I invite you to do something that your future and your family will say thank you for, okay? That's what this is all about for me. I'm going to let these cats out here have at it. Y'all fight each other. I'm enjoying the show. Because while y'all over here fighting, I'm over here collecting. I'm only looking up to see how much fighting y'all got going on. Then I come on back down here and go ahead and get these spoils. Because I'm not playing with y'all. I need gold. Gold is $4,000 an ounce. Okay? It would take me months working a 9 to 5 to go get some gold. And I share with you guys, watch the last live. 39 states is now accepting gold and silver as its legal tender. See, that stuff that's really important that we should be up on game about, that's slid in, under the rug because they got all this other entertainment stuff. Ooh, did y'all see the BET Awards? Who cares about the BET Awards? I don't. None of them pay me. They don't know me. I don't know them. I don't care about any of your shows. I don't care about no Puff Daddy. I don't know him. Okay. God bless the people that he has harmed, and vengeance is God's. Okay. But I can care less about knowing him. Get him off my TV. Get him off my social media feed. I can care less about what he did. I can care less about how Cardi B is living her life. I can care less. All the things you want to entertain. When we become entertained, we become detained. I don't need you telling me a vision. I don't need to watch your program and you programming me through your programs. I don't need, to turn the channels and open up channels and portals for things to possess me and distract me. The devil is a liar. I'm over here building. Because the good books say, I allow the wicked to store up wealth for you. Now go in and get it. Okay? Let me make them fight each other. You going on over here and confiscate what you need. Because you ain't finna stop me from buying, selling, and trading. First thing I'm going to buy is me some land. I'll always have me somewhere to live, and I'll always have me some food to eat. You ain't finna poison me because I'll grow my own, okay? And me and my family can live off of vegetables. That's what God gave to us to begin with anyway. We don't need meat. And if I wanted to actually barter and sell meat and get more property in that time, then I can go ahead and raise me some cattle on my own land, okay? And I can become my own meat market. And then I'll go ahead and start buying me some gold and some silver for whatever I need to trade and barter for. And I can enter in your stores because I will refuse to take your chips. Elon Musk, y'all didn't know, he said, in 2026, we got some new devices for y'all. Some brain chips and some palm. Y'all already know. I'm not telling y'all nothing that's spooky and all out of the normal. We seen it during the pandemic. Amazon, Whole Foods, all these people was getting their machines ready to accept payments from your palm. Tell me y'all ain't seen it. I know y'all seen it. They was getting their stores ready and having you being scanned biometrics when you walk into buildings. They was already getting this stuff prepared for the next one. Okay? The one they said didn't circle back, like Jen Psaki. And it's worse than the first one. We got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff going on. I want to go over a couple opportunities that I have, and then I got to jump off here because I got a client in a minute. But one of the problems that I solve is, for one, money. It takes money. Money answers all things. It's not money that is evil. Or not having a lot of money is being evil. Or having a lot of money is being evil. Money ain't got nothing to do with it. Money is a tool. It's like a garden tool. It's a hoe. Okay? It's a resource. It's a tool. I give you money in exchange for services rendered. If you provide me counseling, I'm gonna pay you for your services. You change my tire, I'm gonna pay you for your services. You sell tomatoes and I need some, I'm gonna pay you for your services. It's not real, and it's only backed up by war. That's the real reason we going to war, because they dang this to hold on to this dollar that is dead. Brixton already blew them out of the water. Russia owns 85% of the gold in the world. Okay? Get that on you. So now they didn't flip the United States a big fat middle finger. They got a lot of work done in 4 years. While we was trying to get back to normal, they was getting back. They was going to the future. Okay, they was ready for this moment in time. Nevertheless, why we need money is because even if we take the back route and just play it from the background and provide the defense, who do you think got to pay for that? We, the taxpayers. Who do you think got to pay for them riots? They didn't already put their bill in. Mr. President, that's going to cost us about $1.7 trillion. Who do you think got to pay for that? The American taxpayers. And guess what? There's not many of us working anymore. So to put out all that money and to print out all that money and not get that type of production back is killing the deficit. That's what happened during 2020. That's why we paying back, and they trying to make us pay back through inflation. What they gave out in 2020, people thought that money was for free. You was going to have to pay them back double with interest due. Sure was, and still is, okay? You got one check or two payments, and you've been paying back on it for 5 years and counting. Make that make sense. The reason why we need money is because everything is going up, for one, and then for two, they're going to lay it on us. You're not finna choke us out. We ain't funded no wars. We ain't behind no wars. You ain't finna have us on the street. And then now y'all can just come in with your universal basic income, which I showed y'all. In the last slide, they said it's absolutely going to happen. We're going to give everybody high universal basic income. Universal high income. $1,500. I'm cool. Because if I don't go to court, you start holding my money. If I go out there and protest, you get to lock up my money. Okay? If you think that I eat too much ground beef, you get to lock up my money. We're not playing them type of games. So what I do is solve money problems, because we all need it. Everybody need a little bit more, okay? If you got a little bit more and you got some opportunities to help you get in a better position where you can go do more for your family, I don't care if that's starting some business credit. Go get that business credit started. Take 30 days. While you getting it started, say, Father, I know I've delayed on the time. I've been distracted. I've been delusional. I've been busy working in these jobs that ain't going to benefit me in the end anyway. And could you just give me grace? Let me get what me and my family need. I put my foot to the plow. I heard what you said. I took the initiative to get something in place for me and my child, or me and my children, or me and my household, or me and my community, or whoever you oversee, or whoever is connected to you. Could you give us grace to be able to get some of the things that we need, the spoils? I know before you delivered us from Egypt, you told us to go to the Egyptians and get all of our stuff back. And you is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. So I thank you for letting us get all of our stuff back. I want Dr. Martin Luther King stuff. I want Etta Mae stuff. I want Rosa Parks stuff. I want Harriet Tubman stuff. I want whoever else stuff that I don't even know. I want all of their stuff. Okay. Dr. T, can I please speak with you? You know what? I only have 2 spots. If you email me now, because I can't, as much as I love y'all and want to serve y'all, I cannot hold the spots, okay? They go like that. I'll be trying to give y'all access to the access that I have. But yeah, if you want to email me now, beloved, email me now. Because it could be by the time I finish this in 20 minutes that those spots are gone. Okay. So please email me now. But I'll go over some things that I have. I'm not going to hold y'all here too much longer because I literally have to go. But these are things that actually make you right now revenue. And that's what I need, some right now revenue. I don't have time to wait 2 weeks to get a paycheck. And then you take your taxes out of that. By the time I get it, bills is jumping me. So I have nothing to put to the side or nothing to invest to make me more money. These will actually help you and impact you this way, leaning this way, and then you can sell it and help others and impact them, right? So everything you buy from me can be resold instantly. There's no gatekeeping over here. I'm not acting like, well, that's my stuff. You cannot. No, baby, go sell it. Okay? Go sell it up. Go get what you need in haste. If I can make $10,000 in a week, I can go buy me 2 ounces of gold. Okay? And still got some change to work with, to pay some bills, do something with my family, whatever it is that I want to do. Okay? And then I turn around and do that next week. I'm sitting real good. Can you make $10,000 in a week? Absolutely. You can make $100,000 in a day. You can actually make $100,000 in a day. I've done it before. And I've done it pre-selling something. Pre-selling it. It wasn't even something that you can pay for and buy right now. It was something that you can pay for on discount, and you're going to get it in about a week or two. Okay? It was a pre-sale, $100,000. So yes, you can make $100,000. I done showed y'all multiple receipts, literally. Okay, I done showed y'all live receipts. I done showed y'all $70,000 in the last 6 months. That would change your life right now. That would put you in a better position, not to go buy no name brand clothing. No. But to make sure you got blankets, non-perishables, you got maybe some ammunition if you need it, some type of self-defense. If something pops off in the summertime and you need to stay cool and hydrated, you got some life straws in case the water is unclean. You own your stuff. You making sure that you got what you need. Okay. So I have the wealth bundle. I mentioned that one first, always, because that's what's going to get you. That's something that you can sell right now. There's a lot of small business owners. They done been laid off, and now they got to learn how to pivot and learn this whole digital stuff. So in order for them to stay in business, they need funding. They need revenue. They need credit, business credit. They need all of this stuff to keep them afloat, okay? So this wealth bundle covers all of that, covers multiple streams of income, how to start an Airbnb, a Turo business, how to get government corporate contracts to rent them cars, luxury cars, all kind of different stuff, how to get corporate contracts for Airbnb, how to go rent an apartment, okay? Put it on Airbnb and actually make money. Like, you can do that. You got a business credit to Floor and Decor, or you got $1,000 limit at IKEA, baby, go get your stuff. Furnish that house out. You can pre-sell, okay? You can pre-sell. I just got the apartment. I need a couple weeks to get some stuff in it. You can already pre-sell in advance before it's even available, okay? So inside of the wealth bundle is fully loaded. I've already shared the details of what's all inside of it. I just gave y'all some hints. There are some lenders inside of here that will fund you and give you money even if you don't have a business. If you have a business plan, and we cover all of that, okay? Cover how to use digital products that are already done for you to make you $100,000 in 30 days. Because you can do it. I've done it in a day. You can do it in 30 days, literally, okay? 10 people paying you premium $1,000 a day out of 300 and something million people in the United States. You can find you 10 people. Okay? It can be done. And there's certain platforms where it can be done at for the free 99. So the wealth bundle is $97. I also showed you how to make $10,000 a month, bare minimum, with digital products. How you can use other people's stuff to make you money right now. I can make money right now. Okay? I have children books that AI created for me that I can make money off right now. I have a whole entire collection for my twins that AI generated. Matter of fact, let me show y'all real quick. Let me see. All right, it was right here pulled up for me. What in the whole entire world is this? No. All right. So these are my books for my children. They have streams of income. This is all done digitally. This is what I share in the Craft of Currency. It is a 4-day intensive where I show you how to create these digital products in 60 seconds or less, how to set up your website so you can have somewhere to sell it, okay? In under an hour. Let me show y'all. So this is one of my children's books, okay? Safe Touches, Safe Kids, learning what's right and what's wrong early because they got so much perversion. So that's one of their books. They have a collection of them, okay? The Little Legends of Hip Hop coloring book so they know their roots. Now, how did I do that? Okay? 10-page coloring book. AI did this. AI did the cover. AI did the coloring pages. So coloring page. This is for children with autism. Let's get over anxiety. Anxiety and stress relief coloring book for kids. How to help your child with autism. Okay? Proud of the skin I'm in. How to be, loving and embrace everything about you, from your hair to your skin to who you are as an individual, no matter who you are. Okay. It's okay to have feelings coloring book, learning how to control your feelings, learning how to lean into your feelings, learning that it's okay to have those feelings. Okay. Why do I feel like something is poking me? Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. Oops. But I already have 8 coloring books for my children. Learning to accept yourself for who you are coloring book. Okay? I got a touchscreen computer, so that's why it's doing that. And then the last one, for children with ADHD. Y'all know that my son was medicated to death, literally. And this is what he was diagnosed with. So why wouldn't I go back and educate and use coloring books to spread awareness and the message that you are fearfully and wonderfully created? AI created that for me. We can create songs for people. There are so many different things where I show you. You can create necklaces, okay? Necklaces. You can create jewelry. You can create the top trending products and never own any inventory. So I have the Craft of Currency workshop. It is $97. I charge $397 to take the 4-day intensive. Y'all better snatch that up with 2 hands. Literally, here's how to create you a digital product that you can sell while you sleep. Here's the website so you can put this digital product on the website. Here's how to automate it so that you, okay, can sleep while you make money or while money is being made for you. And then you can scale it. Once you automate it, you can scale it. Okay. You can go put $50 on an ad and then get $500 back. That's called scaling. So I go over all of that. $97. Put a 1 in the chat if you would like the wealth bundle. The wealth bundle is exactly what it is. You can take it and sell it. You sell it one time, you got your investment back. You sell it twice, you in profit mode, and everything thereafter. Everybody is looking for money. I don't care if they're in business or not. People are looking for money. People are looking for a way to actually get more money because they don't have enough. So the wealth bundle is going to bless you. I promise you, I will never, ever sell the wealth bundle at $97 again. It is too fully loaded. It's too fully loaded. I mean, it will send you to Europe and all kind of vacations, living a life you never imagined just from the information that is in there, okay, and the execution. So put a 1 in the chat if you want the wealth bundle, the Craft of Currency. I share with you guys all the time how I did $1 million. It was in digital products. It was in digital products. Simple as that. I did not have to leave my house at all to make money. If I left, it was because I wanted to. But I made my first million and my second million from a computer with Wi-Fi access. That's how I was able to buy the 15 acres of land. Okay. That is how I was able to get gold and silver for my family. This is how I use or I leverage digital products. Okay. So in this craft to currency, I give you what I use, the very framework and blueprint that I use, but the faster path. I had to get it out of the mud, right in the dead smack of COVID. If you want that, put a 2 in the chat. It's a 4-day intensive. I promise you, you come out of there with you some rapid revenue. If you just picked a Saturday to listen to those videos and implement it while I'm doing it with you step by step. And then I give you a support group. So I don't just leave you hanging like, yeah, go do it by yourself. No, if you have questions, then I'm not going to coach you, but I will support you along the journey. That's my job. So I have the craft the currency for $97, the wealth bundle for $97. It's places in there you can go and get credit cards with bad credit. It's credit sweeps in there that you can go and remove items off of your credit just by picking up the phone and using consumer law and speaking to the right department. All of that is inside of that wealth bundle. I'm telling y'all right now. Okay. Everything is going to stock and crypto. There's nothing we can do about it. Donald Trump has made that announcement. All the banks have gotten themselves ready to be able to accept digital currency as a form of our tender of payment. So I did a whole entire workshop intensive on stocks. What stocks you should be investing in. If you hear this man saying AI, that's going to cost energy. So you should be invested into an energy stock. If you see everything's going digital in the AI sector, that's a hint. Get you into an AI stock. It's going to soar. Okay? If you see the deportations and know they need prisons and opening up Alcatraz, then I would definitely have a stock in the Bureau of Prisons. Okay? That's just some hints. That's just free game I just gave y'all. But ChatGPT and AI can help you pick winning stocks. It just told people to bet $5 on a Bitcoin where they were able to cash out $10,000. Go look it up on Google. Okay. I'll show you how to do that, how to set up your portfolio, your Robinhood account. I'll show you everything. Okay. And then in the crypto, how to avoid being scammed, how to set up your wallet the right way. Okay. How to do, crypto the right way, what coin you want to be invested into, the whole 9 yards. This is 7 to 8 hours worth of training for $97. Put a 3 in the chat if you want that. Again, this is something that you can say, hey, I'm going to charge everybody $10 to come listen to how to set up your crypto wallet or how to, use AI to help you pick the winning stocks and then play the video. You don't even got to teach the class, okay? $97, that's the way that we're going. We can get on or get left. It's just the way that it is. And if you ain't got gold, silver, or some other form of currency that you can barter, then everybody's going to have to learn about it because the dollar is going to absolutely be dead. This is going to be the new form of payment. If we wake up tomorrow and they say, yeah, the dollar is no good and people saved it, I pity them. I pity them. Because you didn't even take the time. Oh, I don't care about that. You ought to. You ought to. That's the only way that you're going to be able to buy. Until they start coming with these chips. Okay? So if you want that, stock and crypto, put a 3 in the chat. Oh my gosh, time is winding down. Listen. I got 10 minutes to get through this. I have the credit sweep. If you want to sweep your credit in 7 days, and then go run up you a big bag. The reason why I push the credit sweep is because sometimes people want to slow walk it and say, hey, let me submit and get these student loans off first. Then I'll go back and I'll tackle the eviction. Then I'll go back. No, the sweep takes care of everything. The sweep gets every negative thing removed, period. It gets every negative thing removed. What does that, how does that benefit you? You can go anywhere. You can go buy your house. You can go into any bank and get you some funding. Chase Bank will give you $150,000 without even showing them no tax papers, no receipts, no documents. It's a no document loan that they'll give you. SBA will give you money, a micro loan, a 7-8 loan. There is monies that you could be having in 2 weeks, in 30 days that you ain't never seen in your life. I tell people it's cool to go ahead and get the $97 and stuff like that's cool. But I'm going for the big bag. I got big things that I need to do. And I got a lot of my people that are hard-headed. They don't listen. And God has called me to stand in the gap for them. Okay? My treasures are stored. So my pleasure is running with the Most High God. Okay? That's where I'm going to be rewarded at. Everything I do here is purposeful. It's what I'm supposed to be doing for the people I'm supposed to be doing it for. But I'll rest and relax and have and enjoy my reward when he come back to come get me. Okay, period. So I have the stocks and crypto. That's the number 3. I have 7,500 done for you digital products. Listen, you don't even got to put it together. This is 7,500 digital products that you can sell 7,500 ways. If you sold everything inside of this at just $47, and trust me, it's worth it. They have planners, they have journals, they have all kinds of stuff, trackers, they have ADHD and meditations and all kind of stuff, and affirmations, and how to start a faceless YouTube, and how to start a faceless TikTok, how to go viral, how to make your first sale. All of this stuff is already done for you. You don't have to do nothing. Change the color on it. If your brand color is red, change it to red, and that's it. You have to do nothing else. If you want to leave it as is and just sell it for $47 for all, each one, 7,500 products at $47, you would have $350,000. If you sold every item in here for $97, which is still a steal, I give you a 52-page diabetes planner. I give you a 81-page self-care journal, $97, right? If I wanted to sell everything in there for $97, I would have made $750,000. If I wanted to sell everything at $17, I still make over $250,000. So I have the 7,500 done for you digital products. They already done. Don't even sweat it. Don't waste your time trying to figure it out. How I put it together. Do I got to learn AI? You don't have to do anything. You buy it and you can sell it instantaneously. You can actually sell it for whatever you want to sell it for. You can say, I have 7,500 done for you digital products and I'm selling it for $197. I'm selling it to you for $97. You can sell it for whatever you want. You can sell it for $27 if you want to, but that would be absolutely bananas to do so. People, you would be showing somebody a lot of love to do so because it's a moneymaker. Everything is going digital. You might as well have you some digital real estate. Okay. I have that for $97. Tawana, you have to go. I have the credit sweep that sweeps your credit. That's $97. I wanted to give y'all the $97 items. Okay. The credit sweep, I have the credit sweep and it will sweep your credit clean. It's following up protocol. You're going to submit a complaint with the big dogs that's going to go have TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian remove the negative items, which will never, ever return again, okay? It's using consumer law. Whether that's using the breach, whether that's using the data trafficking, it doesn't matter, okay? There's several different sweeps. People in swept got 100, 200 credit score increase. The reason why I say sweep it is because now you can turn around, walk into any bank and say, I need funding. You can do that, right? Your credit profile, which is your adult report card, says, okay, yeah, I think we'll lend to this person because they have good history and all of this other stuff. Okay. So I have that for $97. If you want to know how I made $70,000 in the last 6 months, selling trade lines, helping people boost their credit scores in 7 to 10 days, adding a high credit limit, a trade line to their credit report, giving them 100 to 200 plus point increase. Okay. I buy them wholesale. I turn around, sell them. I still sell them cheap, right? But I buy them wholesale. I add them to the trade line, 7 to 10 days, their credit score shoots through the roof, literally. Okay. I done showed y'all points. I done did it for a client CPN who had a 0 score and now has a 701 score all across the board from adding one trade line. Okay. So if you want to get access to just one of my trade line vendors where you can actually start selling these trade lines for the low, then I have the one trade line vendor for $97. Last but never least, if you want to learn where to go find and buy you some land, friends, okay? If you want to learn where to go buy you some land for dirt cheap, $100. I showed y'all $300, $500. You can buy houses for under $1,000. Okay, might need a little fixing, but if you buy it at $1,000, it's already valued at $50,000. You can sell it if you wanted to, or you can go get you some business credit, or you can go to the bank and say, I own real estate, and it's valued at $50,000. I need 80% of that, and they'll give it to you so you can do the repairs. There's all kind of funding available for you when you buy land and when you buy property because it's a different ball game. Okay. I have the land banking workshop. It's a 4-hour workshop. Show you exactly how to buy, how to bid, how to win the bid, what to look for when you're buying the right type of properties you want to buy, the areas, what to look for, power poles, a water well, just to make sure, you can get access to Wi-Fi and different things of that sort. Teach you all the ins and the outs of how to become a land banker and a very lucrative land banker. And then I give you a list of over 250 different land banks in the United States, all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, where you can go buy you some land for a couple of $100. This right here all by itself will put you in a better position financially to leave legacy and be able to help other people buy land, take back what rightfully belongs to us. That's also $97. Okay. I did do a live, my last live. I might share some of, I do have some other stuff. If you want to be in a land bank mentorship, if you want to get to these government contracts where they finna be giving trillions for the hurricane season, if you want to get fully funded and I'll do your funding for you, get you $30,000 to $40,000 on the front end, get your credit score to a 720, then turn around and go get you up to $1 million in business funding after we get your credit where we need to get it to. I have those opportunities and I shared those. I really got to go because I got to get ready for my client that I have to meet in 5 minutes. If I get enough time to come back, I will and go over those opportunities, okay? But if I don't, I did cover some of them. If you guys are interested in any of those opportunities, I forgot about the automated Shopify stores. If you guys are interested into any of those opportunities, you need to go ahead and make your payment. The information is on the screen and include your email address, okay? When I decide to take all of these videos down, it would just be your loss, okay? I came by here to put y'all on and not make y'all pay what these people charge me. I came by here to give you the information. Education is on me. Implementation is on you. I'm trying to help you get in a better situation. I'm not going to beg you to get in a better situation. I've come here to serve you and take you by your hand, lead you into your financial promised land. That is what my job is. It's not here to force you to do anything, okay? If you cool, I'm cool. If you comfortable, then I'm cool watching you be comfortable. But I am not. There are so many dangerous things that are happening. I have loved ones and little people dependent on me. My mother is old. I can't even imagine, okay? I have relatives that are elder that they can't provide for themselves. So I could never go out like that. And I just want to give y'all access to what me and other people are doing and how we doing it. Every platform pays me, from YouTube to Facebook to TikTok. Every platform pays me. When I tell y'all I'm fully loaded, I'm fully loaded. But those who show up, they grow up. When you can invest in yourself, money will never have an issue coming back to you. I would never be scared to invest money. Money is trash. Cash is trash. Okay? But what you can do with money is make it make more money for you. That's the gig. That's the big kicker. Make your money make money for you. You'll always be winning. Stop working for money. That means money is your master and you're a slave to it. And that's why people feel attached to it. Like, man, I can't really give this up. This is my last, because they feel so attached to it. They had to trade something they can never get back for it. But no, you need to learn how to automate your money. Let them go to war. Let your money work for you while they at war. So what? The grid's still up. I can make money. But for the people who need to move around and get into buildings and stuff, people don't think about it like that. You're not going to be able to go anywhere if we get on lockdown. If these sleeper cells come activated and they start terrorizing, where are you going? No, baby, I'm prepared this time. Okay. I love y'all. And hopefully if I can come back by here later on, I will. If I can't, I will see you guys on the next time. I do have 2 spots for an automated Shopify store. Top products, all marketing done for you. Products is added for you. Everything is set up for you. Literally, all you have to do is receive the payments, okay? This is for people that's struggling. They don't have the time. They don't want to learn AI, but they need more money. 24 hours after I hand it back to you, and it takes 7 to 10 days to get it back. 24 hours after I hand it back to you, you got sales coming in, okay? So it is automated. It's automated. It works for you while you sleep. It's fully done for you. Marketing, all of that. You just received the sales. I only have 2 spots left at $1,000, okay? And potentially one from a sister who says that she may want one, okay? But I only have 2 spots available. I got to go, y'all. I will try to swing back through here. Make your payments, include your email, and I will see y'all. Can't wait to serve y'all. And until we see each other again, go in peace and not in pieces. All right, y'all. Peace out.